And so I remember I deliver pizza, so I have to get gas a lot. I remember certain gas pumps in this area that don't ask for certain information. I call them sluts. I love sluts. Sluts are those random gas pumps that the whole line of the 14 gas pumps that don't care what your area code or PIN number is. They're just like, please put it in me. Just go as soon as possible. As soon as you can get out of here so we can get to the next person. I need it. It's pump number 14 at this Sheets. Are you guys sick of this Shake It Off song yet? I know, like shake it off, shake it off. Everywhere I go, all I hear is shake it off. Fucking in the stores, on the radio, on my CD player, on my iPod, and my headphones. So annoying, right? Guys, this next comic is it's very exciting because there are two comics that haven't performed any original material in over 3 months. This guy performed at our Halloween show last month doing Patton Oswalt's material, and I'm very excited to finally have him back doing original material. Everyone, keep it going for Brooks Hoover.
So, I'm actually going to throw a monkey wrench into this bitch. My good friend Thomas actually forgot one part of his set. And I want to hear it so bad because apparently it was one of his funniest parts. And I'm going to invite him back up here. And I'm just going to sit right here and listen. So get your ass back up here, motherfucker! Don't worry. I'll wait.
Are you gonna hold the microphone so you can?
I mean, I don't want to do commentary.
You can't.
Feedback.
That would be cool.
Feedback. No, I'm just gonna sit right here, baby.
That would be cool though.
Come on, Teddy. Just starts doing it funny.
You sit on your lap?
No, of course. Yeah, always what you said was like.
No, I was just thinking about politics and how stupid elections are in general.
Now it's imperative that you go out and vote for your constituency.
Rock the vote. Rock it! Whatever the fuck that means. How do you rock the vote?
With your cock out?
I know how to rock the vote, but not the vote. I'm not really sure about that, but no, I was thinking about how crazy politics are in general and how stupid it is that we still elect people by vote.
You mean assholes?
But not really. We don't even elect them by vote, right? There's this electoral college that I never got into or never got a scholarship.
Yeah, it's like points by state or something.
Some bullshit, right?
Other states or
it should just be a vote. It should be like, who do you pick? Who do you pick? Okay, he wins.
See, I thought that was the rule, but
it's not. It's not. It's an antiquated, voting is an antiquated system, and I think I have a solution.
Lay it on me.
Are you familiar with the Vince McMahon?
Yes, of course.
You guys know what I'm talking about? That's the solution. Let Vince McMahon run the elections. Stop with all this voting. Anybody that wants to get in, all you have to do, you don't even have to pass a physical. All you have to do is show up. Just throw the top 30 nominees into the ring, and whichever one's left standing at the end of it, guess you get to win.
30 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Or women.
Or women. Politically correct.
Let me say, Hillary might have some dirty moves. She might be a bad motherfucker.
She's gonna punch some people.
Because, I mean, if you think about it,
Cunt punch them.
punch?
It's called dyslexia.
I know a little bit about your sex life, but now I know a little bit too much.
We like it rough.
Punch. I'm not sure what it is. But it would make it so much easier to just, I mean, when you vote for someone, you want to vote for someone who's going to get shit done. Like, think about how much politics and professional wrestling have in common. They come out, they tell you what they're going to do, who they're going to do it to, and you believe them. And they go do it.
Now illicit, brother.
Exactly. Oh yeah. And you don't. Well, politicians do that, except they don't actually do it. They say that. I mean, if the fucking Undertaker walked on stage and told you he was going to walk out of the cage with the title, you would be likely to believe him because he's like 7 feet tall and a fat motherfucker, right? So, yeah, you want someone who's going to get shit done. Tell me what you're going to do.
Oh yeah, we're going to have a strong foreign policy. Yeah.
No one would fuck with us. No one would care. It would be a whole lot different. We're going to elect someone named Jeb to be president. Like, whose ass is he kicked? Really? I don't understand it. I just think it would be a lot easier if we just let people beat the holy shit out of each other, and whoever is left standing, anything goes. Oh, guess what? You're the toughest motherfucker. You win.
I would rather elect Jake the Snake than Jeb Bush.
Yeah. But I mean, I can see it turning bad because once they get into office and they're like, I'm the best motherfucker in the country, no one's gonna fuck with me. And every time Congress tries to pass something through, it'd be like, we're gonna settle this in a cage match. He won't be able to veto shit.
I just want to see Nancy Pelosi and
every time he tries to like, we're gonna do free healthcare, like, no, you're not. Like, oh, tables, ladders, and chairs, you and me, Congress. It would be crazy. It would be awesome.
Anything that lets me see Nancy Pelosi and
anything that lets you see grown, sweaty men rubbing each other is basically what I mean. But I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
But bye, guys.
Give it up for time!
Woo! Sorry, I just had to end the show, guys. Alright. Where's my fucking water? Holy shit, what the fuck Mario jokes again? Alright, so I just want to start off by, where's Loris? Is he still here? Loris? Oh. Well, he's not here anymore, but he was talking about going to fast food places and ordering too much and feeling awkward about it. And I literally had this experience 2 days ago. There's a witness right there. I went to Little John's and I was ordering 3 sandwiches, 1 for her and 2 for me because I'm a fat ass. And I got up there and the guy's like, yeah man, what you want? And he's like, I'm like, alright, I want a Chipotle chicken and a nuclear sub and an Italian. Can I get that? And he's like, no. Seriously? No, you get 1 sandwich. Oh, okay. Made me feel like a fat ass. Yeah, he literally said no! I'm like, what kind of service is this? Oh wait, it's Jimmy John's. Okay. Anyway, in the past couple shows, back over the summer, I had talked about my drug use and how I used drugs to pass some of my classes. I used some Adderall last year to pass some of my exams, and back in college I used some harder drugs. Don't tell anyone. But I kind of talked about how there was a niche for every drug, and I want to revisit that because I hadn't touched upon all the drugs, and I want to just cover my bases. Now, some of you tonight may be drinking alcohol. Yes. Clap if you're drinking alcohol, yes. Love alcohol. But alcohol is for those that, just want to get fucked up. But then you have marijuana, which is for those that, want to sit back, relax, and unwind, for a while. But then you have salvia, for those that want to sit back, relax, and unwind for like 30 seconds. But then, you have things like tobacco for those that, like to be alone outside for 20 minutes at a time every 2 hours. That's great. But then you have things like, getting into your pills like Adderall for those that want to, be studious and get things done. But then you have cocaine for those that want to get things done forever and be the man, yeah! But then you get into your psychedelics. You have shrooms when you want to feel great, go on a spiritual journey and see some funny things. Or then you have acid, where you want to see fucking fucked up shit for like 8 hours at a time. And then you're getting into your even harder drugs, like heroin. For those of you that are just trying to get more heroin. And then you have methamphetamine, You know, I love doing crystal meth when I want to try and get these bees out of my teeth. And then finally you have opium. For those that are trying to cope with the drastically shifting economic landscape brought on by the rise of British industrialism, yes. Bully, quite, yes. So I want to wax philosophy with y'all for tonight. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. And as you get older, things change. The things that you hate, you start to love, and the things you once loved, you start to hate. And, you know, as you grow, they say that you start to change friend groups. Every, 3 to 4 years, you actually shift from one friend group to another. It's like you say to yourself, you know what? Fuck these assholes. I'm gonna go hang out with these assholes. But it gets worse when you get into a relationship. Every time you get into a relationship, science shows that you lose 2 to 3 friends. Which makes sense on paper, because you have to devote time and energy to cultivating this new relationship with a person that you will maybe one day love. But that just means that you have to kick off assholes 5 and 6, and you still have 1 through 4 to hang out with. But that's why I've elected to have a fuck buddy. Because, and I'm surprised that, more girls and guys don't do this in 2014, but you get to hang out with your friends, do the things you like, and then go home and stick your penis into someone's vagina. Or asshole. Let's be PC here. Yes. Now, also I want to give it up for Trevor here. When you got on the stage, were you getting out of jail or coming out of the closet? Which one was it?
Yes.
Yes. There we go. So, and I want to give you all an example. I work with this guy named Billy, and he's in a relationship, as am I. And, he's talking about his relationship with his more serious girlfriend, and, he goes out and gets dinner with her, and then comes back, and, they're sitting on the couch there, and he's, looking at the TV screen, and she looks lovingly into his eyes and says, "Hey, Billy, can we watch Beyonce Drunk in Love? I need to see it for like the 50th time." He's like, "Okay." And then like a minute or two into it, he's like, "I'm gonna go walk the dog." And then an hour later, he's getting on a phone call while he's on the bench in a park somewhere saying, "Where are you? You've been gone for like a while." He's like, "Oh, I'm on my way back." While me, with my fuck-buddy relationship, I'm laying in bed naked, post-coitus, with a glass of brandy in my hand, and the girl with her arm around me looks at my eyes lovingly and says, "Hey, can we play Halo?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, we can play Halo! Fuck Beyonce, let's kill some dudes." Not to say that, being in a fuck buddy relationship, I don't have my own problems. And I'm the one at fault, truth be told. Full disclosure, I tend to have a particularly explosive ejaculate. And, sometimes it gets in her hair and her face, and, she gets mad about it. I'm like, "I'm sorry. It's unexpected. There's no warning. I can't control it. It's like Mount St. Helens." And she gets even more mad that I would even make that comparison. "Brooks, why would you say that? People died." I'm like, "Yeah, but you can't blame my penis for that. They were in the way." How many times do I have to say sorry? But while we're on the subject of bedroom talk, I want to revisit the subject that Winston had about being rough in the bedroom. Now, it's actually quite common that men and women both like being rough in the bedroom, but for me, I've never been too into it. And that's probably because from a young age, I've been doing martial arts, and I've been, trained to, reserve hitting someone for, self-defense purposes. So, I'm trying to bring my A game and give her the D good, and all of a sudden, she's like, "Hit me." Okay. Harder. Okay. Harder. Harder. Do you want to fucking punch you? What the fuck? And so, I was really getting fed up with him. I'm like, all right, let's quash this, you know, in the bed right now, I'm gonna like come up with something, you know, super kinky, because eventually the hitting is gonna lead to like, you know, holding down, to choking, to like whatever else. So I'm like, okay, think of something kinky. So at work, I had these little zip ties, you know, that's the, Trevor, you know, you've been arrested. The ones that you get, you know, put on behind your back. Like that, you know, the zip ties. And I was like, I'll just bring a couple of those home and tie her to my bedpost. And that'll work, right? So the next day, she comes over, and I use them, I tie her, and she's really loving it, you know, and her arms are up there. And, you know, I'm hugging her, and she gets so into it, so she starts tugging on the zip ties, and it starts to cut into her wrists. And she starts liking it, and I'm like, fuck no! No, stop! We gotta take you to the hospital! Because you're bleeding! And she's like, no, just keep on going. I'm like, no, we're going to the hospital! So then I gotta take her to the hospital. And you try explaining that to the doctor. He's like, well, let's see, young man, she's got bruises on her face and deep lacerations on her wrist. How would you explain this one? I was trying to please her in bed. And he's just writing things down. I'm like, why are you writing that down? I have to keep a record. Stop that. Nope, I gotta write it down. Skis. And then her parents show up, which is even better. And as soon as I can get a word in, the dad's like, what the fuck happened? And the doctor's like, well, apparently this young man tied her up, and she's got bruises on her face and lacerations on her wrist. And that's when he pulls out his gun. And I'm really glad that I had run so much track and field when I was younger. But the more anything that you should take away from this story is, if you're gonna have sex, do it under the covers with the lights off, with 5 condoms on, fully clothed, and as little touching or movement as possible. Because then you won't have to outrun bullets. And I will say before I go, Allison, you did a great job for someone, you know, I've been doing this for almost like half a year. Yeah, give it up for her. Really pisses me off though when someone just comes up and makes me look like a douchebag. Because I've been trying really hard, and all of a sudden someone comes up and it's like, I fucking kill it, you know? Fuck. I had something else. What was it? Thinking. No, fuck it. All right. There it is. Thank you. Good night.
Brooks Hoover.